Hi, I'm Jose Sanchez with the Insurance Advisor. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join us on today's webinar on how to properly set up your presentation book. Having a presentation book that's set up properly is one of the fundamental keys to your success. So as you get your agent writing numbers, some of the carriers will automatically send you products and information. Other carriers, you're going to actually have to go to their website and order different applications and supplies. So one of the first things you're going to need to do is go to your local Staples, Best Buy, OfficeMax, invest in your business, and you're going to need to buy a couple of things. One of those things is a 3-ring binder. So you can buy the plastic 3-ring binder, or some of the agents like the nicer zipper binder. It's up to you. In addition to that, you want to get a box of clear sheet protectors. You're also going to want to pick up a file box and hanging files. So the idea is you'll have a lot of information in your presentation binder, but as you use up applications or brochures, you can go to your car, go to your file box, and start replenishing those supplies. The first thing you're going to want to have in your presentation book is a copy of your insurance license. On the back side of that, you're going to want to have the current copy of your errors and omissions insurance. The next thing you want is a copy of the Basics of Medicare presentation. You can get a copy of that from your manager. Go to Staples, the UPS Store, OfficeMax, have it printed in color, back to back, so you have a nice copy for yourself. And then what you want to do is separate the pages and put each page of that presentation in its own clear plastic sleeve. On the back side of that presentation, you're going to want to include 4 to 5 healthcare planning documents. Next, get a copy of the competitive analysis. It's a double-sided sheet that compares all of the Medicare Advantage companies. It'll go through what areas, counties they're in, how much you have to pay for your doctor visit, if you're hospitalized, your copays for ambulance rides, how much you have to pay for your prescriptions. It's a nice sheet to have in your presentation binder. Next, you're going to want to get a copy of the GTL Advantage Plus Brochure. When you get that brochure, very carefully cut all the individual pages out and put them in their own sheet protectors. On the back side of the last page, include the current rate sheet, so you have it there so you can quote the hospitalization plan, along with a sheet protector that has 2 to 3 GTL applications. Next, you're going to want to have a copy of Choosing a Medigap Policy. Some carriers will send you a copy of that when they send you the supplies. Otherwise, you can go to the local Social Security office and pick up 1 to 2 copies of that. For your presentation book, cut off the cover page of that and then flip to generally around page 9, where it talks about the differences of Medigap policies. And if you already realize there are no differences in Medigap policies, find the paragraph that states that all the policies are standardized and the only difference is cost. Highlight that, fold it over, and put that in a sheet protector. Next, have a couple copies of the Mutual of Omaha Medicare Supplement applications. Following that, in a separate sheet protector, put a copy of the Cigna Medicare Supplement rate sheet, followed by a couple of the Cigna applications. Next, you're going to want to have Medico's Dental Vision Hearing Brochure, followed by their current rate sheet, followed by a couple of applications. Next, get the GTL Cancer, Heart Attack, and Stroke Brochure. Very carefully cut it apart so you can put the individual pages in sheet protectors. Following that, you'll want to have the rate sheet. Print it double-sided because it's for smokers and non-smokers. Following that, have a couple of applications. Next, you want to have the Medico Recovery Care Brochure with their current rate sheet and again 1 to 2 applications. Next, we want to have the GTL Recovery Cash Brochure. Now this one you're going to have to cut apart, but we're not going to have the complete brochure in your presentation book. We want to have the front cover, and then in a separate sheet protector, find page 2 and 4, put them back to back, and put those in a sleeve, followed by the current rate sheet and 1 to 2 applications. Next, we want to have Vantis Guaranteed Gold Brochure, followed by a sheet protector with a couple of applications. The next thing you want for your presentation book is Kemper's Guaranteed Issue Whole Life Brochure and a couple of their applications. Following that, you want to have Forrester's The Benefits of Membership Trifold. Put that in a sheet protector. In a separate sheet protector, put a couple of their applications. Next comes United Home Life. You want applications for their Provider Whole Life and applications for their Final Expense Whole Life. Now we're getting into the annuity section of your presentation book. The first annuity you want to have is Forethoughts Income 125 Plus Client Guide, and in a separate sheet protector, their Builder Application 125. Next will be Forethoughts 115 Client Guide and their new Business Pack. Behind that, have a separate sheet protector for extra transfer and rollover forms. Phoenix will be next. I'll have the Phoenix Client Guide and Annuity Application. And that completes your presentation book. Thanks for joining us on today's webinar on how to properly set up your presentation book.